All right. So, all right, let's talk about P Valley. I'm going to say this. I never watched the show. As soon as I saw the title, that was it for me. That was it. As soon as I saw P Valley, I was like, mm-mm. Nope. Because I looked at the title and I surmised that there was going to be something in it that had to do with homosexuality. And I'm not okay with homosexuality. I'm not going to go out and preach against it. But if somebody asked me about it, I'd be like, no, I'm not okay with that. You know, it's an abomination. Uh, and if I went out and started preaching, I would preach against everything that the Bible says is wrong, not just that. You know, some people aim at that because it's a hot topic, but, you know, they do it to, I don't know, for views or whatever. But P Valley, I saw some clips of it, and these clips were, like on TikTok or whatever. And they were talking about how, this guy walked into, he went to a club and there was a guy up there who was, looking thuggish. And then he ended up kissing another guy who looked thuggish. And it blew his mind. He was like, why are these two kissing? Like, I thought it was going to be a real gangster type dude, and then the gangster was kissing another gangster. And it was spreading this message that there are very masculine men who are undercover gay, but they have to go somewhere to express their gayness because of society. And I got a problem with this. For one, society, even you go to Atlanta, there's, even here, there's, they're everywhere. Coming out isn't as dangerous as it was, 20 years ago. If you're out, you're out, So that's what I was like, well, they don't necessarily have to go to clubs to, if they are, but everybody expects a gay man to be an effeminate, not a masculine. Here's the thing. Being homosexual is an abomination. There's no doubt about it, and like God hates it. God hates it, and there's no place for it in God's kingdom. We do know that there's gay people all up in the churches. We do know this. And some of them are there purposely, the choir director or the musician, because everybody wants to see the gay person being flippant and talk crazy. And no. But then you have the guys who are, but they like men. Here's the thing with that. They don't really hide. They're not really hiding. Because, listen, one guy hit on me. You know what I mean? And I got to talking about women because we were, around a bunch of women. I was like, man, I'd love to be with this woman. I'm thinking I'm talking guy talk. He was like, well, I could do that for you. And I just kind of froze. And then I was like, did you just say what I think you said? And he was like, yeah. I said, no, I'm good. And that's pretty much the last time I saw him and or had a conversation with him. But he didn't look like an effeminate. I thought he was like a dude like me. So it shocked me that he came at me like that. I was like, wait, what? Like, we were in a room full of models. I'm like, let's get on these women. And he was like, nah, I want to get with you. And I was like, get the God Like, get out of here. I left. I left. But see, those men really don't need to hide. They're not hiding. If they don't want to be all out there like that, they just don't. They can walk down the street and hold each other's hand if they wanted to. They just don't. They're not hiding. But especially now in the black community, here in America, no, nah, you go somewhere else, yeah, you're gonna need to hide. You go to Africa, you better hide. You go to the Middle East, yeah, you better don't do that. Over here in America, they don't need to hide. You know what I mean? That's just what they choose to do. Now, I could say this as a heterosexual male. What's going on? I can say this as a heterosexual male who has been hit on by men. Listen, the rejection is just as real for them as in a heterosexual male hitting on a heterosexual woman. Like when I hit on a woman and she tells me no, I got rejected. That don't feel good, but you take it and you keep rocking. So rejection is real no matter who it is. When that guy hit on me, I immediately, rejected him, but I didn't do it like, I'll beat the hell out of you and all this other stuff. I just looked at him like, nah, bro, I'm good. He got rejected and I moved on and that was it. He ain't bothered me. You know what I mean? So the rejection is real. So, you got guys out there who are like, I want to hit on this dude. Okay, an example of, okay, when a gay person hits on another gay person or hits on a heterosexual that he's interested in, when a gay man who you don't know is gay hits on a man who is not gay and he doesn't know that you're gay, there could be all kind of friction going on with that. This is why you just tell the person like, listen, I'm interested in men, I'm interested in you. Okay, and if usually it goes, no, I'm not interested. I'm good. Yeah, I've been working out. Yeah. I've been working out. I've been working out. Yeah. Now there was a case on the Sally Jesse Raphael show where no, it wasn't Sally Jesse Raphael. It was Ricky Lake. Ricky Lake brought out a guy, and Ricky Lake had this whole thing, secret crush. She brought this guy out, and it's just a normal white guy, 5'10", wearing a pair of Dockers and a duck head shirt, whatever, or an eyes on, whatever he had on. He came out, he thought, okay, this is cool. I'm on national TV. Ricky Lake said, you have a secret crush, it is. And he's like, nah, I have no idea who it is. He's all smiles, he's cool. Out comes another dude. Guy sits down, and then the dude looks at him, he still has a smile on his face. And then the dude looks at him, he's like, look, man, I've had a secret crush on you, yada, yada, yada. And guy goes, like, nah, I'm not with it. But he's smiling the whole time because they actually know each other. And he's smiling the whole time. But this guy, when he's looking at him and he's, smiling because he's on national TV. When those two got home, that guy killed the other guy. Because you brought him on national TV and you embarrassed him in front of everyone. Like, he straight up murdered this guy. Straight up. Went, found him, bang. That's it. So the rejection is real. The rejection is real. Now, was it Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake Jenny, one of those stupid shows. But I remember that story. And now you have guys who they look like women 100%. Like you've seen the shows, like you can't tell the difference. And these women are rolling up on dudes. They're I don't know what they're called, but they're rolling up on guys like, yeah, I'm a woman. And the guys are like, okay, cool. Yeah, you remember them shows, them stupid shows. It was Ricky Lake. It was one of them. I thought it was Ricky Lake. But they're they're looking all look like a woman, and you're lying because you're not a woman. But here's the biggest lie is when you approach a guy, you approach a heterosexual male. This is what I don't understand about trans women. Why are you approaching a heterosexual male? You're not approaching a man who likes men. You're purposely approaching someone you know is 100% heterosexual. You know this. You know he is going to be highly offended when he finds out that you're a man. So these trans uh, women are playing a whole game, and then till it's time to get intimate, and then the guy finds out that you're a whole man. And he's been kissing on you. He's trying to hump you. He's naked with you, and he pulls your pants down. And you have a winky. When he sees this, you're finding that these trans women are getting murdered, and they're wondering like why did you have to get because the male pride. Like I have pride in being a man. I have pride in dominating a woman in the bed, or at least I thought it was, whatever. But I have pride in getting that, making love to a woman. Like there's a whole system of spirituality that goes into making love to a woman, and you feel like you're the man. Well, you find out it's another man. You hurt somebody's pride. You step all over their everything. Not only that, a lot of these trans women are going on social media and talking about who they did it with. And that is the worst. That's the same thing this guy did when he came on the Jenny Jones or Ricky Lake show. That's the same thing he did. It's the same damn thing. He went on there and he embarrassed that guy in front of everybody, and everybody thought that he also was a homosexual. And back then, being a homosexual can get you killed real quick. Okay, there was a lot of people that didn't want to come out because they were, you're queer and all this other stuff, and then, banish them from their job, and women didn't want to talk to them. People were teasing them, but now it's more accepted. But in some circles, not so much. You get around the homies, and the homies think that they start looking at you funny like, wait, what? You was with a trans? He's like, I had no idea it was a trans when she pulled out her pants. I got up out of there quickly. Like, yo, you been kissing on this dude for all this time. How did you find out this information about you? She's on TikTok. She's on YouTube. She's talking about you right now. You don't think that'll get you killed? That'll get you shot in the face. And people are like, yo, this is homophobic or homo. No. No. They're not afraid of you. They're not afraid of you. No guys walking around going, somebody who's trans woman, oh my God, I'm so afraid. No. You have a position. You played it. If you would have been like, listen, I'm a trans woman, I'm attracted to you, you've been like, nah, I'm good. End the story. You go your way, he goes his. End the story. He likes coochie. That's it. You don't have one. You don't have a natural one. That's it. You don't have that. You're not built like he wants to have a child. You cannot do this. You cannot bring forth a natural child out of your body. That disqualifies you. This is a family man. He wants to go to work, come home to his woman, make love to his woman, play with his children. You cannot provide this. But once you go and you fool this person into thinking he's going to have that, and then he finds out that he doesn't, he loses it. He loses it, especially because you put him on blast. Now everybody knows. So his chance of actually finding a woman who is not questioning his masculinity has become less. Do you know how hard it is for us to find a woman that's on our page? It is not easy. You can get a lot of women around you, but you can only find very few that might even come close to being who you want them to be. It is hard out here. You find a lot of women doing a lot of crazy things, but the one that gets on your page, she's just your type of crazy, you're her type of crazy. You can tolerate each other, you can live with each other, not just live with each other, shack up for a year and then we're done. No, actually get married by law and country, jump the broom, whatever, and then that is it. You and her for the rest of your life. You see all the divorces happening. Do you know how hard it is to keep a loving relationship and go from here to eternity like that? Look at the statistics. It is ridiculous. And then you go and lessen the chance for that. I'm not saying what he did or what these guys are doing, because guys are doing this to these other men who are masquerading as women. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that they're look, you ever heard of you ever heard of temporary insanity? That falls up under temporary insanity. That's what that is. It's temporary insanity. It's what it is. It falls right in that emotional state. Somebody comes and does something violent to somebody in your family. You react, do something violent to them. You find that person, you do something violent to them. You're not in your right mind. Temporary insanity. They can make the same claim because the male ego is fragile. It's delicate. But it's like that on purpose. It's a whole building up from sonship to adulthood. And it is precious to us. And this is one reason why you guys, a lot of, I used to date a woman, she wanted me to watch Glee. I was like, no. She wanted me to sit there and endure men kissing other men. I was like, absolutely not. I'm not going to endure this. I'm not. There's a bunch of shows on Netflix that are all doing this. And when it gets to this part, I either fast forward it or sometimes I cut the whole thing out. I cut the whole show out. So I'm warning you people, stop letting these spirits in your house. And I'm not innocent. Shoot, there's some stuff I like to watch and I'm just like, the Holy Ghost is starting going, you got to stop watching that. Well, I ain't never watched P-Valley. I'm telling you now that they're setting you guys up to accept a lifestyle that's an abomination of God. It's your boy Turn 202. I'm out.